Stop trying so hard. Stop trying so hard to be light. Stop trying so hard to be perfect. Here are 5 things that we must stop doing now. And if you don't start now, definitely in 2024. I'm going to let you ride a little bit longer, but in 2024, let's stop doing these 5 things. So check it out. And if you haven't already, will you just press that little red subscribe button? Go ahead, just tap it, subscribe, and get notified, because that way you will be the first to know when my videos come up. And not only that, but you will also let YouTube know that you want to see more of this content. And only in that way can we grow this channel together. So thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing my channel. And let's jump right into it. So it's lesson time. My minute 22 lesson for this week as we gear up for the holidays is stop trying so hard. So there are 5 things I want us to stop trying so hard to do. And this is for me as well, right? This is for all of us, for whoever it resonates. And it's just a reminder, right? So the first one is stop trying so hard to be light. We all want to be light. We all want that feeling of, being deemed cool or, smart or just funny. But have you ever noticed that when you try to do those things, you're not, right? When you try to be cool, smart, or funny, and you're trying to make a joke, it just doesn't land. But when you just ha 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 ha, and you make a joke, people laugh. So that's one thing that I think is really important for us all to remember. Stop trying so hard to be liked. Not everyone's going to like you, and that's okay. And you don't need to try to be someone else in order for them to want to be around you, because then that's a clear indication that they're not the right person to have around you. All right. So the second one is stop trying so hard to be perfect. It's never going to happen. That is actually an impossibility. You cannot be perfect. You, as in we, cannot be perfect. That is never going to happen. So stop trying so hard to be perfect. We're trying to make perhaps our parents or our friends or our teachers think that we can do all things and not make mistakes and not, and not disappoint them. Guess what? We're not perfect. We're gonna make mistakes, and we are gonna potentially, likely disappoint others. The key is to be sincere in your apology should that happen. So don't try so hard to be perfect, because you're never going to achieve that. Do try to be excellent, because that is achievable. Do you see the distinction? Perfection, not going to happen. Excellence, that is something you can work towards. And I have a few videos about being excellent with others, with yourself, and with everything you do. So that's the second one. Stop trying to be perfect. Not going to happen. The third one is stop trying to fix things. Stop trying to fix situations. It is not your job. It is not my job to make things perfect for others, to fix things up so that other people, can have a better experience. That's not going to happen. Let them have their own experience. And if that requires them having to see something that is not in the best light, maybe that is their lesson. Maybe they need to see that in order to draw what the universe is trying to teach them with that experience. So stop trying to fix things. It's not our job. We can fix ourselves, meaning we can learn and grow and nurture ourselves. But stop trying to fix things for others to have a better experience. We don't know what their experience needs to be, right? We could be depriving them of the experience they need to have by us trying to fix things that we deem to be incorrect or not right, when who's to say we're right? We don't know. The fourth thing is stop trying to fix others. Stop trying so hard to fix others. And I think, we do that a lot when we're in relationships, right? I know I've done it. I've done it in the past where I would date this guy and I'm like, I don't like what he's wearing. I want to fix it, right? Or I don't like the way he responds to my friends in a social situation, he or she, right? Depending on who you're with. I want to try to morph that so they look a little bit more more preppy, more like cutie, more athletic. Stop trying to fix other people. That's not your job. It's their job to fix themselves. And if you don't like that person for who they are and how they are, then that's not your person. That is not your person. All these guys, and not that there were that many, but all my previous boyfriends, I didn't like the way they dressed. I didn't, whatever the list was, I don't care. I don't remember. When I finally found Oscar, I didn't have to do that. I loved the way he dressed. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. I don't have to fix the way you dress. It was the first guy where I was like, I like the way he dresses. And so, you know your person when you're not trying to fix them. The minute you try to fix them, I've never said this out loud. I don't know if I could venture to say this with 100% certainty. Then again, there's not 100% certainty in most things in life. However, if you deem something needs to be fixed in someone that you can't live without, I say, potentially, I got to think about this a little further. I say, move on. I do. Because if I wouldn't have spent so many years, plural, trying to fix the things that I thought needed fixing in those past relationships, and I'm talking about in their physicality especially. I'm not talking about fixing something that kind of, needs to be looked at in a relationship for it to flourish. Those are two very different things, and I want that distinction to be made here. I'm not going to touch on the latter because that's a bigger conversation. I'm talking about the physicality, change their appearance, change their dress, change their speak, those sorts of things. If you feel the need to fix someone, I say save yourself the grief and just move on. I think I can honestly say that right now in hindsight. I wish I knew that when I was in my relationships before. I would have had more opportunity to have met more people and traveled more, because there were boyfriends that were like, no, you can't go away because I'm going to miss you too much. What? And now I have Oscar. I'm like, Oscar, I can go to India. He's like, go. I was like, wait, that's cool. He's like, you have to go. You have to go. When else are you going to have this experience? That is the sort of person you want in your life. The person who supports you, not the person who's like, that's too far. I'm not going to be able to talk to you on the phone because of the time difference. You might meet somebody else out there. That comes from jealousy and insecurity. That's not the person you want. Okay. So save yourself the hassle and move on. That's a huge, probably controversial statement to make, but I'm making it. And I think because it's based on my own experience, I can validate it. So, hey, that's how I feel. And the fifth thing, just so we can put a bow on the 5 things I want us to stop trying so hard to do, is stop dimming your light. That's it. Stop trying so hard to hide. That's the one, right? That's the 5th thing. So many of us, perhaps we're shy, we're introverted, we're reserved, we don't want to be looked at. I've been all those things. And guess what that did? Guess what that did for me? I'll tell you, but guess what it did? What did that do for me? Nothing. It did not serve me at all. Me trying to hide in the back, not raise my hand, try to hide behind the person in front of me so I don't get picked out of the crowd. That did nothing for me. Now that I'm okay, I'm shy, I'm nervous, but look at me. I'm here. I deserve to be looked at. I deserve to be heard. I deserve to be seen. Look what I gained with that difference in mentality and perspective and outwardly offering. Look what I gained. And I'm going to point at all of you. I'm pointing at all you in the comments. I'm pointing at all you out there. I gained all of you because I decided to stop hiding. And I want us all to do that. Stop trying so hard to hide. You deserve to be seen. You deserve to be here. You deserve to be there. You deserve to be wherever you are. Don't think that because that person XYZ that you need to know. You stand up and you show up and allow yourself to be seen. Whew! Y'all! That was my minute 22 lesson for this week. There were little lessons in that bigger lesson because there are little things that kind of, filter out of that bigger topic. And I'm sure we could go so much deeper, right? I'm so sure we can go so many deeper. There's so many other things, but I think these are the 5 overarching themes that can fill and fuel you to be the sort of person I know you want to be, that I know I want to be. And that is where I think it stems from. That's the underbelly. When we're afraid to show up, when we're afraid of what other people are going to think, hence stop trying to be liked. When we push that aside and we realize that it doesn't matter, we show up differently. And that's the key. We want to show up as ourselves. And I know you're still figuring that out. It took me decades to figure myself out. And just when I thought I had figured myself out, guess what? Something changed, right? Things change. That's the biggest certainty that there is. Things are going to change. And it's our job to change with them, to not be afraid of change, to move forward knowing that despite the change, we can still show up. And then lastly, just to hopefully send you off, I am going to close it out with our big hubba jubba of a singing bowl so that we can all start this weekend with the joy and the love and the peace and the kindness that we want to see in this world. So mind your ears if you're new. Remember to breathe. And in Joy's final words, me encanta mi nuestra familia, la Fry Fam. Me hace sonreír mucho. And just to translate that, I love our Fry Fam. You all make me smile a lot. So thank you, everybody. Happy weekend wishes. Thank you to everybody here. And sweet dreams to any of you going off to sleep. I love you all tremendously. Thank you for making my day. Truly, thank you. So if you liked this video, go check out the others. I got lots of videos on this channel, so keep watching.